So now I have some threads to consider from threads. So this is from Rose Budbaker. She said, my friend has two kids under two. And last week she asked her husband to step in for a minute so she could focus on herself. Instead of stepping in, he suggested a game where every time the kids yell mama, she does a squat instead. She says, my tubes tied themselves. Do I fly across the country to pack her things or no? So instead of helping her and letting her get some free time, he says just do some squats. Andre says, oh shit, that man is now divorced. And Rosebud Baker was like, I was like, oh, he's trying to delete today. Katie White says, I was a nanny forever. The BS I watched men put their wives through was mind blowing. Then, if the husband took over for 6 seconds, we needed to throw a parade in their honor. It was so far from a partnership that it truly messed with my head about relationships. And literally, when they do anything, a lot of them need a cookie or a sticker, and you have to keep lumping on praise. Whereas women just needing a couple of minutes, we get excoriated, like needing, a self care day or an hour or three for ourselves. We get, acting like we're just bad moms. Shelby did say couples who can afford nannies rarely have normal relationships, at least not the way middle class families do. And then Katie says, in my 17 years of working as a nanny, I would say 85 to 90% of it was for middle class families. They all have jobs. Darth Denarius says, my therapist said it best when discussing the horrible treatment my mom gives from my father. Although you are mad at the a-hole, there is also someone that chose and still chooses to be with that a-hole. And then Deb Simpson says, you don't understand how hard it is to leave with tiny kids. Have some sympathy. And Darth says, I grew up in that. They are still married. I think I understand the situation. And then someone responds to Darth saying, then where did your empathy go? Darth then says, I'm the kid whose mother never chose us over him. I'm not sure why I have to do any more empathy than I did for 18 years. This is my personal experience. If that makes you want to shame me, I'm not here to stop you. Please know and understand that these people have valid experiences and can feel how they feel about these situations. This is neglect on some pieces, especially if the husband is a shitty husband. Please know and understand that. And stop trying to invalidate people's experiences simply because they're not yours. Because then Deb comes in, not shaming, just disagreeing. Your situation was horrible and you were only a little hurt kid. You wouldn't have known how your mother might have tried to escape but couldn't. Her pain then stopped her from protecting you. Everyone loses. She's still trying to side with mom, and she doesn't even know mom's side. She's like, she might have tried to escape, or she might not have. We don't know. So what is the point in even doing this? We see what Darth Daenerys is saying, that the mom always chose the husband. We know that. So stop trying to invalidate that person. Now, Kat Sitha, this is the one I wanted to get to, says, as a child-free woman, starting to think that having a child might not be the end of the world, but having one with a man in the picture is where I draw the line. Because having to ask for help, having to ask for a man to participate in the family that they have created, for some men is like, oh, God. But this is why some women are opting to be child free or single moms by choice. Then you have people like Chi Baby that are wondering this. Why do people decide not to have kids? No hate, just generally trying to understand how life could be fulfilling without them. Thinking that the only way to have a fulfilling life is to be a mom is it comes from these people who make being a wife and mom their whole personality. Like literally they get all wrapped up and they have nothing else to hold on to except for the fact that they're a mom. And what women are seeing in the social media spaces in real life, they're seeing that women are having to do just about everything. And so some women are opting out. So that is how some women are deciding not to have kids, because some might think that having to do everything is not as fulfilling as Shia or Chia Baby thinks. So the person below says, how horrible must your life be that you are incapable of finding any enjoyment or fulfillment out of anything other than a child? And she said, who said that though? I have a great life. It was just a question, no reason to attack, keep it cute. But on her part, she's the one that is presumptuous in thinking that only people that have kids can have a fulfilling life. So she needs to keep it cute as well. And that's what the person below says. What's cute exactly about asking someone how they could possibly find fulfillment in a life outside of having kids? But then Kayla says, weird statement to make when your profile pic is of your child, but sure, okay. This goes to show that people don't understand that not everybody makes their child their whole personality. You can have children and be fulfilled in that, but you can also have children and be fulfilled in other things. That is called balance. And you can be child free and be fulfilled in whatever other things that they have going on. I am a mother. I can understand that some people may not want my life and may still have a fulfilled life. Olivia says, people who have children can still love them with all their heart whilst having other passions and things in their lives that provide them with joy and fulfillment. Two can be true. The two can be true at once. So this person is talking to Chia Baby. She says, wow, looking at your page, it seems you have some very deep-seated misogyny and self-loathing going on there. Why? To impress men, and not even the green light men, but red flags? Girl, get help. And then Chia Baby says, I'm happily married to an amazing man. Don't take social media too serious. Some of us use this as a form of income because shitting on child-free people makes money. Just like misogynoir makes money, just like red pill content makes money. Shitting on people that choose not to have kids gets people clicks. I did want to get to this person who I circled down. They said, in a nutshell, the return on investment isn't good. Kids are expensive. Kids are expensive. And I don't even know if there is an ROI. So if you have one that you're thinking about, just squash it out of your mind. You're just going to keep investing forever. And please stop expecting your children to be your retirement investment, your long-term care plan. Please stop doing that. They are humans and they're going to have their own lives when they get older. I'm going to shift again to this next thread. She says, I once dated a guy. She says, I met with a guy on a dating app who asked what I did for a living. And when I said I'm a surgeon, he asked me if I understood his question, which was, what do I do right now as a career? I replied, yes, I did, and I'm a surgeon. And he replied with, that can't be true. He was a police officer, by the way, in Manhattan. Needless to say, I blocked him immediately and did not go out with a man who is so insecure that he can't believe women can achieve the same career goals as a man. A lot of these threads go together, even though they are separate threads. The fact that women can't go to work, they can choose their educational path, they can choose a career that might have once been barred from women. It is opening up so many opportunities, and women can choose to have kids or not have kids. And so many people have to get out of that binary thinking or that those traditional boxes that women had to stay in because women can get out of them. And sometimes people's brain just goes like, like what? And then they can't respond how they thought they were going to respond because they're not used to women like opting out of having kids or choosing not to get married or becoming a physician or becoming an electrician, things that might not have typically been the responses that they would get from a woman. So this person asked, what kind of surgery do you do? And she says, cancer surgery, breast, and melanoma. So that is cool that we have women in the field that is working to help women. Philip Tree says, probably had less to do with him not believing that women can achieve the same things as him being told one too many lies on dating apps. Regardless of his reasons, he did not handle the exchange well, so you probably dodged a bullet anyway. These men that can't handle successful women, they will tell on themselves quickly, clock it, then block it. Block these people immediately because women, our trajectory is just going up and you're not going to be able to take them if they are insecure. They are going to be insufferable. All right, join the conversation. Let me know what you thought of these 3 threads. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.